Hey everyone, what's going on? Joey Contino here, and last night's episode of The Masked Singer was a lot of fun. It was interesting because we never had an underdog episode before, and so to see everyone come back and perform and get new clues and see who was going to be in the Battle Royale was actually exciting. I was actually really excited to get a lot of new clues for some of these characters because some of them performed only once with only one clue package, and then we hadn't seen them in a very long time. Talking about you, Medusa. Because Medusa we hadn't seen since, the second week of The Masked Singer, so over 2 months ago. Anyway, I figured let's go ahead and recap the entire episode for you. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. We're trying to get more subscribers, so please, if you can, share our videos. With that said, last night's episode was, I honestly enjoyed it. So for those who maybe didn't watch the episode or maybe didn't understand it, throughout the entire season 9 of The Masked Singer, we had 3 different groups. Group A, B, and C are 1, 2, and 3. Groups were broken down into every 3 episodes. So the first 9 episodes, the first 3 was Group 1, the next 3 Group 2, and so on and so forth, up to 9. And in between those episodes, you had someone that was the champion, and then there was also a new feature for this season called the Ding Dong Leave It On Bell, or whatever you want to call it. It really, honestly, you could call it anything. I'm calling it the underdog bell, because I think this sounds kind of cool. And the way that it worked was, let's say that a singer was just about to be revealed, and they're about to, take the mask off. If one of the judges feel that that person deserves to stay on the show, they grab a hammer and they run across the stage, and then they hit this massive bell that's hanging from the rafters, and then that person who is just about to be revealed can keep their mask on. Now, I have to say, going into last night's episode, we kind of already knew who was going to win it. You had 3 different characters, one from each group, A, B, and C. You had Medusa from group 1, you had Gargoyle from group 2, and then group 3, you had, which I think he actually did really, really well on, we had Gargoyle, Medusa, and Mantis. Mantis. Mantis did pretty well. With that being said, I didn't really like any of their performances last night. Don't be upset with me. I think a lot of you guys may have already agreed with me that last night's performances were not the best. Am I right? Now, going into this episode, we talked on The Masked Singer pre-show live stream. We did a bunch of polls, and I first said to you guys that, I said Medusa was going to win that episode, but I put together a poll saying, hey, if we had a top 4 of, say, Medusa, California Rolls, McCall, and UFO, who'd you want to win? And you guys got us pretty much at 50-50 by the end of it, because we did multiple polls, was McCall and California Rolls. A lot of you guys don't like Medusa. I kept on saying, why? She's great, she's talented. No offense, because we already revealed her. As a reminder, everyone who's left, all 4 that are left, I have reveal videos for them. You can check out in the description below. But last night, Medusa kind of let me down a little bit. She was not a strong performer. By the time she got to the Battle Royale, it almost seemed like she didn't have a voice. Like maybe she was sick, maybe there was something wrong, but this is somebody who I would have said in episode 1 and 2 that she was really talented, she could win the whole thing. But if last night's episode was any indication of how Medusa will be performing for the quarterfinals, which is next Wednesday, she may not win it. She may not win it. I'm very worried for her. Anyway, so let's go through last night's episode, starting off with the reveals. The first person revealed was Mantis. He did a great job. I actually think that he was the better singer out of everyone there. I know. He was revealed to be Lou Diamond Phillips. We did reveal him a while ago, so we were right. Pat myself on the shoulder. Thank you. Still undefeated for the season so far. Then it came down to Medusa and Gargoyle. I'm not gonna lie to you. There was a part of me last night that was almost screaming at the TV saying, I know that Medusa obviously was going to win last night's episode, but I was like, Gargoyle should be, like in the Battle Royale, Gargoyle definitely should have been the one. Definitely should have been the one that would have continued on. And one thing I have to add, no one guessed him. And Ken of all people! Ken's a sports dude! Anyway, if you don't know yet, Gargoyle was revealed to be Keenan Allen. We also said him a while ago. He was really good, I have to admit. He honestly was a really good sport, high energy. You could tell this season he was having a lot of fun. Well, I feel like we haven't got many contestants on the show this season that like a Gore kind of person where they're like going crazy, having a good time. You can tell he was having a good time doing the show for his family. And I mean, I have to say, he should have won last night's episode. I know, I'm going against what I was saying yesterday, but I'm sorry, Medusa. I know you'll probably watch this video because I know a lot of you guys do. You just didn't pull it out long enough for me. It's just, your voice was cracking, it wasn't fully there, you must have been sick. I'm gonna leave it at that. She was sick. Which means for the next episode, she'll be feeling a lot better. Right? Anyway, we did get new clues from Medusa, but once again, I already revealed her, so if you want to check out her reveal video, go through the description of this video. She says, I was devastated when I lost to the California roll. They were so good that I knew for certain I would be going home. So when the bell rang, I couldn't believe it. It just feels empowering to be given another chance, especially by the judges that I respect and admire. I kind of always felt like an underdog. This whole experience brings me back to the early days of my career, where I had to be constantly proving myself to people that I was worthy of their time and energy. That's why every time I sing, I really feel like I go to a different place, free of ego, insecurities. And it's just about the music and the feeling and feeling the motion. I didn't know how attached I was to this mask until I almost lost it. I hope that tonight's performance will let me hold on to it a little bit longer. Visual clues, there really wasn't many. There was two clue, you hear me? There was two clue. We saw a record with the Masked Singer actual trophy on it. And then we saw a sun mask, which is like Leanne Rhymes. Do you know her? Are you guys friends? We did have an extra clue that said alias, and she says, I'm known as Medusa, and at home I'm known by a different name. Probably Mom, right? But to the world, I go by something completely different. I don't know. Did that clue help you? I don't think so. But anyway, it's time for the pitch correct audio. And so I took the clue package, I cut it up, I slowed it down, pitch corrected. So I'm going to play the original audio they gave us, and then my audio. Take a listen.
I was devastated when I heard I lost to the California roll.
I was devastated when I heard I lost to the California roll.
California roll!
They were so good that I knew for certain I would be going home. So when the bell rang, I couldn't believe it. It feels really empowering to be given another chance, especially by judges that I respect and admire. I've kind of always felt like an underdog. This whole experience brings me back to the early days of my career, where I had to constantly prove myself to people that I was worthy of their time and energy. That's why every time I sing, I really feel like I go to a different place, free of ego, insecurities, and it's just all about the music and feeling the motion. I didn't know how attached I was to this mask until I almost lost it. I hope that tonight's performance will let me hold on to it a little longer.
So there you guys go. Let me know in the comment section, do you know who that is? And make sure you check out my reveal video of Medusa. Next Wednesday is going to be the quarterfinals, meaning that you have Medusa joining Nicole, California Rolls, and UFO. That's going to be a hard one, man. I still think that McCall can make it to the finale. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. I'm Joey. I'll see you later. Bye.